Hello and welcome, I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me on this glorious day, September the 27th, 2016, as we continue our Bob's Angels multiplayer campaign. We've got better internet, we've got a cool mod called the Undecorator, which has reduced the size of our files save by 57%, which should hopefully allow people to catch up easier, and also maybe prevent some of the desync issues we were running into before. I think that there's a couple things that were a factor last time, and that was number one, when someone gets desynced, we have to send them the save file. The save file was already up to like 60 megabytes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you have to send it over and over and over again, it adds up. So, Google has a built-in speed test. You just need to Google speed test. Oh, cool. I'll definitely use that in the future, sure. Alright, so, POC, player online count. We're up to 19. Lord Pepe, thank you for your subscription. If you are listening or watching the stream, I have no issue telling you the password. The only reason there's a password in the first place is to prevent people who are just trying to join random games from joining a streamed game, not knowing the mod pack, not knowing what's going on, and potentially being harassing little bastards. The password is dog. Super complicated, D-O-G. Alright, so I have really no set agenda tonight, aside from play this game. This doesn't look good. I do not know this mod pack at all. It just hung for a second there. That's kind of weird. Yes, there is a difference between GPPS and GBPS. I know that it's not 1,000, it's 1,000 gigabit per second, which is like 128 megabytes per second. But when you take like your standard speed test, most of them are calibrated to megabits per second, so you should clock in around 1,000. Technically, it should be 1,024, but most companies that are in technical, like, specifications, whether it's data storage or network stuff, they're a bunch of cheat and lying bastards, and they'll round from 1,024 down to 1,000. Next time you buy a hard drive, for example, and it says that it's 250 gigs, why don't you go look at the actual size of that hard drive once you get it installed? It's not 250 gigs, is it? No, it's like 220 or 230. Because they're lying, cheating bastards. Because not only do they round a gigabyte from 1,024 megabytes down to 1,000, they also will proceed to round every step in between as well, which is bullshit. They will round down on the kilobytes, on the bytes, everything, all the way down to bits. And they'll just do some, kind of a slapdash job of calculating how much storage space is on the drive. I hate that. I wish that they wouldn't make people think that they have more space than they really do, or like, basically treat us like we're idiots, is what they're doing. Let's face it, we can handle it. We can handle it. I think we can handle it. All right, so Angel just updated his mod. Water purification. Not that one. It's a different one. There was one in here. I forget where it is now. Oh, in chemistry. It's a recipe. It's electrolysis. I know that. Some form or other of electrolysis. There he is, right there. Saline water electrolysis now produces less of the byproduct and more of the chlorine and hydrogen. So that's nice. In fact, he doubled it. It used to be, for saline water was 111. Now it's 122, which is significantly better. It did feel a bit weak, I have to admit. William, the save file should still have you set as a guy, because I loaded the previous save and then I saved it after having done the Undecorator mod. But just in case, I can check. Okay, well, looks like Archangel wasn't, so let's try. So, Archangel, you are in the game again. Awesome. Glad you could be here. Apparently, you were not promoted. So, I'm glad that we just did that. So, cool. Anyway, last time we played, I remember I was being a little bit kind of nuts when it came to, by the way, I have 0 drop frames. I'm loving this new internet. Anyway, we did a little speed test before we actually started the stream today, and I actually I'm going to call and complain because I'm not getting what I'm paying for, but at the same time, it's still significantly better. I'm getting like I was getting like 450 megabit upload rate. So it's not quite a gigabit, but it's, halfway there-ish. Which means we're uploading at 10 times I have 10 times the upload rate to other players as we had last week, and yet I'm not getting DDoS, I'm not dropping any frames, everything's looking good. It's like an actual full-on... You can tab complete player names? Really? Holy crap! That is so cool! Factorio devs, you're awesome. So we're not using hack splitters still, because they're bad and dumb. We're just never going to use those again. I still think we're going to run into some issues with like disconnects and stuff occasionally. Like this little hang here. What I think this is somebody has been disconnected. Oh, there goes the sound in-game. That's a bad sign. I don't know what's going on right now. There we go. In unrelated news, I had a hard drive fail yesterday. Alright, so we just lost 4 players right after Shadow GX's computer could not keep up. I seem to recall Shadow GX being in a previous session and not being able to keep up then either. So I did set the player limit a little bit higher. This time we're at 40-ish. That's a lot of players dropping. What is going on with that? I think it's because we have too many people trying to join. It always seems to come down to this joining thing. Oh, I as a monkey can hear me in Discord, right? Yeah. I think we're going to have to limit the number of players joining at once by incrementally raising the player cap. Alright, the command to do the thing was what again? Config password. 1 second. Alright, I've just changed the server password. We're down to 7 players, so that was bad. Well, before the hard drive crash, I had 6 terabytes. Now I'm down to 4. Huh. Well, it's curious to see that we're still having some pretty serious issues here with getting people into the game. I had assumed that by cutting the size of the save file in half, more than a half, like 57% reduction, and having a better upload rate, that we wouldn't have issues with connection quite as much. But hopefully by changing the password and having all those people who got disconnected reconnect automatically. We're back up to 23. We got a few players catching up. I'm gonna incrementally raise the cap. So I as a monkey saying he could do that. He's letting 2 to 3 people at a time with the password being hidden. Okay, I as a monkey, I am going to message you on Discord with the current password, and if you want to do that or disseminate the password to William, and you guys kind of work it out yourselves, however you want to handle it, it's fine. How do I find you on Discord? There you are. There you go. I just sent you a direct message on Discord. And apparently it's doing that thing where I'm getting all of the robots. I'm just going to stand still for a moment so we can get the robots in. The goal, what I'd like to get up to, I as a monkey, is about 40 to 50 players tonight. I'd like to have a few more than last time. I think we were only playing with anywhere from 20 to 25, maybe sometimes up to 30. So if we could get up to 40 to 50, I'd feel pretty good. The goal in trying to make the save file smaller is twofold. Number one, I want to have more players connect. Number two, I want to be able to make the map bigger. You know, keep on building. Make this thing massive. So... look at all these robots just suffering, trying to reach me. Okay, thermal water extraction. Apparently we're working on blue science. I don't know if we're going to actually be able to do that. Oh, that's right. We had knocked out all red and green science. We have got to make a beeline for blue science right now. That is the next project. You know what would be awesome is if in this game mode, with the bigger multiplayer games in mind, if there was just some way that we could say like maximize the number of actual players who can all join at one time, instead of just letting everyone try to join at once. Like do exactly what the moderators are doing, which is a queue, where they're taking a list of players who want to join, and then they're giving the password out to 2 or 3 people at a time, maybe as many as 5. If the server itself would do that, that'd be great. So anyway, I'm not going to be an iron Nazi like last time. Use as much iron as you want. Iron's no longer a problem. We have plenty of iron. The belts are full. Everything looks good. Things are good and great. And dandy. So wherever possible, try to make the belts look pretty by, hopping under stuff. It was just that last time we had, like, no iron at all, and I felt like, it didn't make sense to be wasting iron on belts and stuff when everyone was struggling to get any iron. But now everything is different. And keep in mind, we are using the extended underground belt thing, so belts can actually go quite far. Also, we do have the Foreman mod back, so if you'd like to use Foreman, I would recommend you go to your options, go to controls, go to mods, and then bind Foreman. I've recently done this. I've got open inserter configuration bound to F1, toggle Foreman to F2, and then what was it I was using for F3? The advanced logistics system I've been using is F3. And then I rebound show info to Alt F1. I have lots of save files, so it's difficult for me to keep track of which one is, lots of Factorio installs, rather. So that way you can go F1 when you're hovering over any inserter, right? That'll pull up this dialog. F2 will bring up your Foreman in the top left corner, which, by the way, has been patched since last week and no longer will open up on everyone's screen all at once when you load or edit blueprints. However, when you add a blueprint, it does show up on everyone's. Apparently, that's what Steve and I found earlier today. And then F3 will pull up the logistics network view, which is quite handy as well. All right, I am going to go see if well, see, I'm getting distracted by these underground belts. I should just use the upgrade planner, but we don't have the ability to make that yet. We need to, well, how did that get there? Found a random piece of tin. Anyway, we need to find a way to get blue science going. Where's science being done right now? Science. It's over here. Apparently we're stockpiling plate in a regular warehouse. Holy crap, there's 200,000 iron plate, or copper plate there. 56,000 steel, 28,000 of those circuits down there. Someone has set up a, oh, this is good. I like this. That's good. Yeah, that's cool. Don't mind if I do. Take a few of those. Take a couple of these. I'm gonna stock up on some pipe and stuff. Why is this one here as well? Oh, I see. Okay. So he's just got this one feeding that one and this one feeding that one. It does usually seem like the center one can't usually keep up too well. All right, how many players do we have now? Up to 29. Pretty solid. Okay, and we've actually got plenty of purple science packs from killing biters. However, we do need to do this blue science thing. So what are we lacking? We need the electronic circuit boards. Okay, I know how to do that. I've done that plenty of times. Let's go make some electronic logic boards. I think we were starting to get ready for that process way up here above the bus. We are only getting about 45 FPS. I feel like that's kind of okay. I bet if we gated it and just said, okay, no more people can join, that we'd be solid. Wild Wolf near you. Is it that you already have the things coming? Oh, we already have some. Okay, cool. I thought we were going to build above the bus, but okay, that's fine too. Let's go down there. There's just like random cars everywhere. Okay. So what do we got here so far? We've got, we just need transistors and solder. There's a solder connection. I take it this feed is supposed to be our transistors. Has somebody already set that up? Archangel's getting 60. Yeah, you're probably getting good FPS. I'm actually only rocking 54 or 55-ish right now, probably because I'm the one that's doing the actual, keeping track of what's going on in the game. So the only other thing we needed was transistors, right? It's almost done. You guys are awesome. Cool. So silicone wafers. We got our plastic feed. Silicone wafers. Come from silicone plate. Silicone plate comes from quartz and calcium chloride and carbon. I do know that at one point we recently did have some carbon. There's a carbon feed right here. We could use this carbon feed. Beyond that, we need calcium chloride, which comes as a byproduct from some sort of liquid processing. I can never remember exactly what it is. It's not the saltwater electrolysis. I think it's a byproduct to the stone one. There's a plate that you make that requires you to use stone. It's not the nickel, it's not the steel, not the cobalts. Why can I never remember? It always takes me so long to find the damn thing. Maybe it's not a plate, maybe it's an ore that you have to upgrade. Oh crap, it's just right there, it's an actual product. Yeah, just stone with hydrogen chloride. Okay, and then hydrogen chloride we actually just were talking about earlier, because Angel updated his recipe. We've got the saltwater, saline water electrolysis. So all we need is saline water, which comes from water purification, which can be done anywhere that you have a water feed. And it looks like it's already right here. You guys are probably already solving all these problems while I'm right here, aren't you? Got our purified water. This is a purified water going into... Someone's clarifying the purified water in order to get the saline water. The saline water is full. And it's being used up here to drive these two. Which gets us, there it is. Alright, never mind. We already figured it out. There's the calcium chloride. Someone's got it. Good job. They took our gerbs. And we've already routed a stone feed over here. Very cool. Good job. I'm just gonna commentate over what's happening since apparently I need to build nothing. Although I do feel like, is this gonna be enough calcium chloride? Let's check the player online count just to make sure we're not going nuts. We're still at 29. Okay. Yeah, if you just want to keep it somewhere around 30 to 50, that'd be good. So you're going to produce 1 calcium chloride every 1 second with a crafting speed of 1.25. So that's 1.25 calcium chloride per second. And how much calcium chloride do we actually need to drive silicon wafer production? We need 2 every 7 seconds. These things only have a crafting speed of 0.8. They're consuming 0.22857 per second. That divided by 0.228571428. We can support 5.4 of these electrolysis machines. So let's bump that up a little bit. At least go to 5. That is what we can support right now. And one thing, okay, so again, compared to the last stream, I'm gonna go like full... The exact opposite of what I was saying last time. Last time I was saying like, hey guys, you know, we shouldn't be using red belt because red belt's expensive. Now we want to start using red belt almost everywhere because number 1, we have iron, and number 2, we have the red belt production happening, and number 3, red belt is actually going to be better for the map's performance than yellow belt. So wherever possible, we want to use as few belts as we can. So we do want to try to upgrade them. I apologize for, you know, making it so different. Anyway, this is supposed to be the calcium chloride. Or, sorry, the quartz. We need quartz ore. Do we have quartz anywhere? Quartz is crafted from one of the angel's ores, obviously. Should be up here somewhere near the, Where's engine production? I have no clue. I don't even know if we're doing it. Okay, so this is all pretty much just all stereotype and sapphirite processing, right? Ooh, stereotype. 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 That is a lot of stereotype smelting right there. A big setup. So we're not looking for that one. Well, we have no robot upgrade speed yet because we haven't yet done any blue science. Okay, we're creating walls out of that brick there. I remember I had done a setup way up here that was doing Jivolite and something else processing, but I don't know. Do we actually... Does anyone know? Do we actually have some darn quartz somewhere? Yeah, red belts. There's a full like belt grid set up in the bottom right of the base, way down here. Right above science, right where the Wombat Guru is right now, is red belts. Red underground, red splitters, red belt. Yeah, this was where, one of the places where we're just making iron ore. We do have nickel. Ah, here we are. Nope. This was making pure tin. Tin ore from bobmonium and stereotyte. Alright, darn it. I'm just gonna try to find a way to make it, because I'm not finding it anywhere. We can crystallize quartz using mineral sludge, or we can make quartz from chunks. Is that seriously the only way? No, there's more than just that. It comes as a byproduct of one of these darn things. There it is. We just need to sort some bobmonium ore. We got bobmonium right here. Has someone already finished this? Yeah, I think we were completely out of tin and we needed the tin to drive the blue circuit production. It's the basic electronic boards, so I do think that I kind of axed this production. So I think what we might do is either extend it or cut it in half. I think I'm going to take this one and we're going to change this guy over to the crushed bobmonium sorting, which is actually already set up to pull the quartz off. We can still drive some tin, and now we have some slag. It's all still going to the right place. I think that we do this other sorting, because we need the quartz right now, and I don't see that we've actually stored quartz anywhere. Unless this belt... this belt led to glass, and I think we turned all of the quartz that we had in the past into metric crap tons of glass. We've got 35,000 glass. Nice. Don't fall into that container full of glass. You will get hurt. I promise you. That's where all the quartz went. We figured it out. Remember, if you want to help the factory grow, anywhere that you see belts that are above ground and maybe can go further underground by using the upgraded longer underground belts, definitely remove as many belt sections from the map as you can. That will help performance. And actually, technically, underground belt performs better now than regular belt, so even long stretches of straight belt should just be alternating underground belt. Just underground, 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 over and over and over again. Really, the only time the belt needs to come above ground is if an inserter needs to be able to have access to it. It's kind of a lot of work to repurpose the factory that way, but it could make things run better for us. Although it can make things a little bit trickier to identify. So we have a very small amount of quartz coming down. This quartz will become... Oh, nice. Look at that instantaneous response. That a good. There's our quartz feed. I notice you're only loading up a single side of this quartz. Is there a particular reason for that? Ooh, we do not want to drive that belt all the way to the end there. That's going to connect in with that belt. Oh, I see what you were doing. You're going to put quartz on one side. I see what you're doing. I get you. I get you. My bad, Wild Wolf. There'll just be a couple bits of quartz there at the edge. That's fine. No, not the desyncs. We hate the desyncs. Desyncs bad. Factorio devs, please fix. I really, like, okay, this morning when Steger and I were playing, I had a note sheet and I was writing down some of the stuff that I was wishing for. Right now, the thing I'm wishing for is an option upon hosting a server to say no reconnecting if you desync. Just be gone. just be knocked out of the game. It's fine. Because these desyncs are actually worse than people joining and trying to get connected. It's just so... The game, look at this, it grinds to a complete halt every time someone gets a desync. So again, if you have desynced, and you see that you've desynced, please do us a favor, just quit. Because, I can't, we can't do anything about it, you know? Like, it just doesn't seem to actually work to get you to reconnect. So, you know, do us a favor, if you don't mind, please. Do a favor to everyone else who's still in-game. To those you leave behind. This flex. Alright, so there's our silicon wafers. Or no, these are not silicon wafers, these are silicon plate. And we're trying to drive the silicone. We need to upgrade it now to the actual silicone wafers, which is done in any assembly machine. I calculated that we had, how many of these machines running? It was like, we have 5, so let's just figure out. We've got 2 silicone plate every 7 seconds with a crafting speed of 0.8 times 5 machines. That's 1.14 silicone plate per second. So if you're making wafers, you're going to consume 1 silicone plate every 5 seconds, crafting speed of 0.75. 1 every 5 with a crafting speed of 0.75. That's 0.15 per second per machine, divided by 0.15. We can support 7.6 machines right now. So if you want to do 6 or 7 would be good, but we can do 7 of these, as is. And actually, guys, this is actually a great opportunity here to save space. Look at this. I'm just going to take it out apart a couple. A great opportunity to save space here because this is actually considered to be part of the electronics thing. So, or am I crazy? I think I'm crazy. Yep, nope, my bad. I'm wrong. It's the next step up that actually allows you to do it. I'm sorry. It does need to be done in these machines. But we can drive 7 of these with the current supply. Not really 100% sure we need 7 of them, but it could be done. Just saying. You wanted to. I think what might actually make sense here is I'm gonna do something like this. No, derf swags, the desyncs. No, the desyncs make us waste so much time. I'm trying to free up some space by shifting some of this stuff underground. It'll give us more space to branch off these this resin. We could do it a little bit earlier, which will give us maybe space for 1 more unit. Come on, the desyncs, man. My gosh, Derf Swags, just go. You're not gonna make it. You're not gonna connect. I'm almost 100% sure. I'm sorry. Come on. I feel horrible when that happens because it's like, you know, we kick or ban people based on them desyncing and it's probably not their fault, but again, look at, you're making the game unplayable, so fire or death. Sorry. I don't feel like here's the thing. Banning someone that's in a desync spin or like loop doesn't actually stop them from trying to reconnect while they're in the desync loop. It should immediately say, okay, you're done, gone. Done. No more of you. But it doesn't do that. It just lets them keep on cycling. I don't know why. Well, chances are pretty good that a big part of the reason why people are desyncing is just due to the fact that it's a heavily modded game. Now, we never stopped to question if we actually needed this much production. I'm thinking the answer is probably not. Let's see. So we ended up with 6 machines. We got 8 silicon wafers every 5 seconds with a crafting speed of 0.75 times 6 machines. That's 7.2 silicon wafers a second. Transistor consumption is 2 every 3.5 seconds with a crafting speed of 1. So we can drive 12.6 transistor machines. Oh my god, the desyncs, I swear. Okay, Eyes the Monkey, can you please stop giving out the password for a while? Alright, I just don't want anyone involved in this session tonight, especially me, to get frustrated with the fact that they can't play the game. So let's just, no more connections, let's close the doors for a bit, get some playtime and call it good. Oh my god. Yeah, it might just be that 30 players is the most we're ever going to be able to handle due to desyncs. Not due to internet connection, not due to file save size, just due to the fact that it's a modded game. And 30 is still a lot of players. You know, I used to think a mass was a big thing where we had like 5 people in the game. And there we go, it looks like the desync loop is over. Thank God. Alright, if we upgrade to the red ones, our crafting speed goes up to 2.25, which is significantly faster. We go from 2 consumption every 3.5 seconds times the crafting speed of 2.25. I remember we had 7.6, so 7.6 to 1.28. I said 1428. 7. We can drive 6 of these machines, that's it. That's good. Robots are slow because the game is practically not running. Again. Genesis. Your time has come, Genesis. Okay, and then we gotta calculate actually how many of these transistors we'll have if we actually drive 6 machines. So 6 machines. This is gonna produce 5 transistors every 3.5 seconds. With a crafting speed of 2.25 times 6 machines, that's 19 items per second, so a singular red belt can support this feed. Okay. Okay, so there's that. And now we just need to make sure we're doing balanced unloading here. Okay, so you are far-sighted, nearsighted, far-sighted. Grab the nearsighted guy, and we'll go alternating then. And someone just took care of it for me. Now I still think that it's probably a good idea to throw a belt balancer in here. Like a lane balancer. Because, it's very common that you end up with unbalanced setups with things like transistors. I'm gonna go ahead and just throw one in here, even though, in theory, with them alternating their drop-off, it should be balanced. It's just gonna be a good idea to have that, I think. So that drives our transistor production, which we just now need to route down here. Oh, Wild Wolf, I already built it way back by the actual production area. If you don't wanna, I mean, if you want it there, it's fine, but, I just let you know it's already done. Okay, we need a few more of these machines. And we've got the good circuits. Good. Now, something that I will commonly do, and is a big mistake, is I will frequently ignore modules in Bob's Mods until I'm like really, really late into the campaign. And the thing is, we can actually already start doing modules right now. And we should. So, to do modules is actually very simple. All we need to do is go to the location where the circuit boards are made. Basically think, wherever the phenolic oil is, Wherever we have phenolic oil... Actually, I don't think that I like these belts being where they're at. We're going to end up with more soon. And I'm going to want to eventually upgrade that. I guess it's okay. I can adjust this. Problem is, it's different on every save that I have. You know, so that's kind of weird. Okay, okay, so over here we have the phenolic board production. Is that what they're called again? No, regular circuit boards. So we've got tin, copper, and phenolic boards. Coincidentally, that is the exact same stuff that you need to make basic module boards. Copper, tin, phenolic board, and ferric chloride solution. So right now is the time to start working towards modules. Now go ahead and look at the technology screen if you want, and take a look at like speed modules. First thing we have to do is create basic speed modules, which is actually very easy. We need to make speed circuit boards, which is easy to do. We can do that very quickly in the next like 10 minutes. 22 Jam, thank you for your subscription. Basically, at our current level of tech, we can support up to level 3 modules. Level 3 modules are going to give us the ability to make, speed module 3s. All they require are speed logic boards, solder, and transistors. We have those things. This can immediately give us energy consumption plus 30, speed plus 60. Obviously, that's a good deal. In Bob's, it's completely different from vanilla, right? In Bob's, speed modules cost more energy than they give you in speed. But in Bob's, they give you more speed than they cost in energy. So, of course, you would rather use speed modules than just have more machines. Not to mention, playing with a lot of players, we definitely want to have fewer machines that are more productive. So I am going to go ahead and just extend these resources, and we'll make this a small little area that's going to produce these module boards for us. The thing is, we want to do it though, we want to make them definitely after this basic production, because we want that to have priority. So by putting it at the front, hopefully it will end up with the resources that it needs. I'll put like 2 tiles in between just so that we have a little clear indicator that it's a new section. And let's go with, I don't know, just 4 for now would be fine. We're going to make some basic module boards. And we will route the ferric chloride solution over here. Okay, I'm really not used to this taskbar. I might have to change it. And I'm out of room. But there is space now that I went these belts underground. So let's instead do I'll tell you what. Why don't we take you underground as far as you'll go? Because why not? And then sorry about the power. Didn't mean to do that. This is going elsewhere, so I kind of do need it to be here. But I'm going to find a way. Clean this up a little bit. We're not getting 2 full lanes of iron to gears. I haven't looked at that in a while. I don't really know what it is. I can head over there and take a look at it soon, or you guys can try to figure it out on your own, whichever you prefer. I mean, it's not like I'm supposed to be the guy that like knows all the answers. I clearly don't. So we shift this thing over. Now we can shift you over to here. Which gives me a little tiny bit more room to work with. Oh, everyone just saved the map all at once. I find it odd, and I wish that would change. I don't think that anyone needs to save the map except for the host. Or at least, like, you guys... try to disable autosave. See if you even need, if it needs to be on. If it doesn't, then please don't have it on. The fewer people we can have doing that, the better. Need to get the logistics network going so we can actually have some stuff in our pockets. Alright, you were doing like crazy long-headed inserters to get these guys back out. You were the actual feed in over here. Looks like what we'll need to do then is go long distance underground, like from here way over to here. That will give me some space to unload these gears, these module boards. We can go basic underground from here to here and here to here. We'll do... I'm gonna face them this way to start with so that I can program them to be the right length before I turn them around. Okay, and there's some of these guys now. And, looks like we're gonna route these guys this way. Somewhere over yonder, I mean, it's gotta go towards where science is done, I think. Just because I'd like to have science kind of centralized, you know? But the next step then is to take those basic module boards and then just some of the other crap that we got laying around. Basic electronic components, transistors, solder, which is all right nearby, right? Should be. We needed some of these transistors. We can steal some of these. We needed the basic electronic components, which was the carbon and the tin, was it? I forget now. Yeah, carbon and tinned copper wire, which is these two components. Even though belts are not very good at moving around tinned basic electronic components because there's just so damn many of them, it's really convenient to just have a belt that makes them. By the way, did I remember to add in the mod? I forget now. Robot cleanup? Yes, awesome, good. I really like that mod. So science is like up here. We do need to make some science like module specific labs. To do that, we need to start making the productivity, effectivity, and regular circuit boards. So, I'm going to go and get some basic electronic components and transistors on a belt adjacent to all this. I'm just going to do it right here. You know what? Screw it. Let's not take it any further. I mean, it's just going to take forever to find a location. Let's just build them right here. Whatever. There's nothing here, so it's fine. I believe that this does count. Yes, it does. We can use fancy pants machines for this, so that's good. And all I really want to do is, like, one little tiny setup of each of these. Let's go with, we're going to start off with probably productivity. Let's check and see, like, how good are productivity modules? Level 1 productivity module is going to give us 5% production for 10% energy. Some more energy. The productivity is nice. Okay, efficiency. It's just 10%. I think that speed modules are actually going to be the most economic to start with. We'll start with those boards. We're going to take this belt, collide it with the solder. That'll be one feed here. I had solder somewhere. I forget where now. That's not solder. That's not solder. Where the hell did solder go? That is not what I'm looking for either. Maybe I'm mistaken and we don't actually have the solder nearby. Do we need all the slag going into stone? Slag is pretty much going to all go into... Ideally, we're going to end up making too much actual stone if you turn all slag into stone, right? By like breaking it apart. What you want to do is you want to mix the slag with sulfuric acid. And by mixing it with sulfuric acid, you get the mineral sludge. And from mineral sludge, you can make anything you need. So let's not waste the mineral, the slag. Like, I would box the slag up for now. Okay, well, I've given up. I don't know where the solder is. If someone can find solder and bring it down here, I would be so happy with you. In the meantime, I'm going to go get the transistors and basic electronic components. Ideally, we want to have just a full belt of this stuff. These are the two things we need. This is being used primarily to drive this. The thing that we're lacking over here is actually the circuit boards. Either the math wasn't checked, or I'm guessing it's just that we didn't check the math on this. We're making one circuit board every 5 seconds with a crafting speed of 2.25. Currently, we have 6 machines. That's only 2.7 of the boards per second, and we're trying to drive this many. I think the ratio is 1 to 1. So yeah, it makes perfect sense that we've only got 6 of these machines running. We only have 6 making the other part. So if we want to drive this many machines, we need to get more being made further up. But for now, I'm definitely going to peel off some of this stuff down here for modules, because there's really no reason not to. That's one component of speed modules. Hard to believe it's already been an hour. Time just flies right by, doesn't it? And what I'd like to do is basically just drive this feed south a bit. Let's go... I need more red belt. Ooh, advanced oil processing. Looks like we're driving a little bit of blue science. Nice. Nice! Very good. Alright, cool. We don't have enough filter inserters down here. Looks like filter inserter production should be checked. It's a bit light. Oh, did someone relocate? Oh, here it is. Never mind. Okay, if you're going to do this long-handed thing, every time you do a long guy like this, you want to have them reach like this. They're a lot faster that way. Try to not have inserters change their reach distance from one side to the next. So all of this is being upgraded into these. So there's like none. And of course there's not nearly enough gears. Yeah, to drive red belt production, you really do need a metric crap ton of gears. I'm pretty sure I had done the math on this at the very end of the last stream, where I was saying, like, I don't know why someone extended this. There's no way that these machines at the bottom here are ever going to get enough iron. A red belt can only drive 80 thirds item per second, so you're looking at 80 thirds times 2. So that's 160 thirds. That's 53.3 iron plate per second. Each one of these machines is consuming 2 every half second with a crafting speed of 0.75, so that's 3 per second. So 53 divided by 3. You can only support 17 of these assembly machines. And right now we've got 1, 2. We can get down to literally about here until it can't go any further. 16, almost 17, 18. It can't go any further. There's no way. The red belt cannot physically carry. Even if they were fully compressed, it could never carry enough. Anyway. That's okay. if we do that, now we can just extend you down a bit. Then we'll go like this next section here. We'll make the next kind. We want to have like probably productivity. Looks like the game seems to be running a lot better now that we're not actually letting more players in. We do have 34 as well, which I think is a pretty respectable number. I'm pretty happy with that overall. Okay, so we'll get all these guys going. You guys are going to be our effectivity. And then what we'll do is right here, send you underground. And then we're going to bend you that way. I just need to clear these lines, and we actually have the 3 components necessary to make some basic science happen. Sorry, some basic modules to happen. That's what I mean to say. Should clean itself out now. We got all 3 going exactly how they should be. Good, good. And so now the only other thing we should do here then is, I think it's perfectly fine, in my opinion, to combine 2 of these lines together. It doesn't even matter which 2. Let's take these 2, make 1 feed. And then this just goes into a little science area, which needs to have modules labs, which you coincidentally create by using this crap that's on the belt now. So let's go with like 10 to start with. Ugh. All this crap I'm crafting by hand. I need to go find like the big storage area. How cool would it be if you could just like put your mouse somewhere and press the F key and it would pick up stuff where the mouse is? I think it works that way in one of the game modes. No, this mod pack that we're playing with for multiplayer does have biters enabled. By the way, we definitely do not need to bus all this wood. I don't know why I did that. That was a bad idea. There's no reason whatsoever to run all this wood down the bus because there's just no machines that are ever going to use it. Except for this. These wooden boards are only ever used by this. So, I want to go ahead and cut this here. At the time, I was thinking, oh yeah, we should totally just, well, I don't know, we should just bus everything. 4 lanes for every item. No, bad idea. I have since played many hours of Angel's Oars with Bob's Mods, and it's just not smart. Rather than, walking and picking up the line, I'm just gonna deconstruct it. Let everyone's robots do some work. Why my robots? Because I'm making you do work. Everyone gets some crap in their inventory. This did tank our FPS though. Note to self, don't do that again. I think, do module labs? Yeah, you use regular labs to upgrade module labs. Let's grab some of these. Wow, I have really boned the performance of the server, haven't I? My bad. Seem to be knocking out quite a bit of technology right now. By the way, there is a new GUI. I'm going to save the game real quick just in case this thing crashes everything. There's a new GUI for auto research. Controls, mods, show, auto research. Yeah, Control Shift T for me. It looks like it's a lot better. I like this a lot better. We're going to pop down some module labs then. Let's give ourselves some space in case we want to expand it later. Oh, I have no inserters now either. Ugh. Never seem to find any resources. All these robots with nothing to spend them on. Did someone ever sort filter inserter production? Because we've got like 50,000, last time I saw, we had like 50,000 blue circuits stored up. 21,000 now. So if you want to go ahead and get some more of that, that'd be great. Also, if we're going to do these big, huge warehouses at the edges, at the end of the bus, we should probably do it for every item just so that we can all get, like, gears in mass when we need them. I gotta tell you, that'd be handy. Oh, excellent. So someone has... Well, this is making the filter inserters. Can we bleed off some of the yellow inserters here if filter inserter production is not needed? I mean, it is 0.5 to 0.5 to 0.5, so in theory, it is going to consume them all. Well, since you got the components right here, can you just add, like, a chain that's going to make stuff into chests for our own personal use? Because I'm making blue inserters out of my pocket right now, and that feels so dirty. So very, very dirty. I put down 5. I have 5 being crafted. I'd like another... I want to go up to 20 right now, I think. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Go out to there. Then we go... I don't even have belt. There should be a different sound effect for when people talk versus when it's a console command. I don't usually pay attention to it because I just assume it's console stuff, and it's actually chat. We could do the pollution cleaning modules. I usually ignore them because I don't usually play with biters, but they might actually be useful to us. Depending on how bad the biters get. Okay, so that's 4, 9, 10. Should be enough then. Okay, that was a wired one. Looks like this train, whoever had this train set up going way down there, it's not seemingly doing much. Oh, there's 2 people in that train though. Maybe it is doing much. Don't know. Okay, what is stopping us here? We lack the basic module boards. Basic module board production shut down because there's no copper plate. No copper plate because... I'm gonna reverse that belt. And you lack tin plate because there's not enough tin plate coming in. Okay. Ah, shoot, we're back to that tin crunch that we had earlier. We need to solve tin if we're going to get any kind of reasonable stuff done here. Well, guys, we do have 10 module labs available to work, so I think we should, as soon as we can here, make a beeline toward at least some speed modules so we can start to be a little bit more efficient with our stuff. We can research a couple of them. I'm going to let Advanced Electronics 2 finish, and then I'm going to switch over and just try to get at least one of these things done, but we don't really have any of this until tin comes in. Look at that dismal tin supply. This is tin coming down this way, and we have tin coming over from this way. What is this thing showing us? I don't know, flashing lights look good though. I'm all for the flashing lights. Okay, so we've split our tin here. It's going, some going down the bus, some going on this way. Tin production is, I think, just the one area is the issue. We have tin on this belt, but that's just sitting on a belt. All the more reason to steal it all! Ha ha ha! Mine now. Tin is stopped by quartz. Tin and quartz are Oh, I see. So we're not using the quartz. Well, let's go back to the tin production then on some of these. There was a different sorting method that gave us more tin. It was down here. It was just tin ore using crushed stereotype. I thought we had routed stereotype up to make it work. Right up to here. We just bleed off some of the stereotype back here. This will keep both machines running. We'll still have some quartz production from this machine. But I'm going to clear this line so we can get tin ore going. Let's mix the bobmonium and this other one. And we should see some good production of tin ore coming out now. Oh yeah, well, while we're making lots of red belt, we're going to be consuming just tons and tons of iron. But here's the thing. In the beginning of any Factorio campaign, whether you're playing modded or vanilla, you're almost always going to have a massive iron crunch in the early game, and that's because almost all of the actual infrastructure in a factory requires iron, right? Assembly machines, electric poles, transport belt, underground belt, it's just tons of iron. But once you have the infrastructure established, then all of a sudden you need lots of copper to make the gears and the more advanced, willy-nilly, fancy-pants stuff. There's a nice stream of copper coming in. We're using the underground belt thing here to get some compression. I think we can do a little bit better here if we use fast underground belt. Nice, beautiful tin belt. I love it. Nice and beautiful. Okay, how are we looking on compression on here? We're pressing onto singular tiles. That is good and it makes sense. Overall compression doesn't look very good yet, but that's mostly, I think, because most of the machines aren't actually on. Make some more steel furnaces. Do we have a stockpile of stone brick anywhere? We must. I mean, there's brick all over the damn place. We can pick it up off the floor. Where's the brick? Where's brass? I doubt we're making brass yet. Thank you, whoever just gave me a bunch of brick. That's very nice of you. I'm going to continue to work on this tin issue for a moment, and then go see if I can get back to getting modules going. Okay, someone's going for Logistics 3. Looks like we're going straight up to Express Belt. That's, again, a ton of iron, but if we have the lubricant, we could try to go straight up to Express Belt now as well. I mean, Logistics 3 is 200 blue science packs, so we're actually doing a pretty good job right now of getting some blue science packs made if we're powering through that. Okay, we are consuming all of the tin. We're taking a yellow belt of tin and trying to drive 24. This whole thing needs to get upgraded to red. That's right, we did much longer setups with the intention of making them red. Iron's looking a bit sparse. What's going on with iron? Alright, mind if I knock out Speed Module 2 real quick? We have the components for it. I just want to be able to make some speed modules. We can already make speed module 1s. Module cases, module main bores, and module contacts are actually very easy as well. The only tricky thing about modules is we just need to get some gold. So gold. Gold is going to require us to grab some gold ore. Gold ore is going to come from one of these processing methods here. It's going to produce a tiny little bit of gold ore as a side product. Might be the next phase up. Yeah, it's a chunk processing, I think. Is it the Javolite chunks? Is that gold? No, it doesn't look bright enough. There it is. Rubite chunk sorting will give us some gold. Does anyone know where gold is? Like, does anyone crafted any gold anywhere? Otherwise, we gotta do some chunks. We need rubite chunks. Gonna mix crushed rubite with purified water to create rubite chunks, and then sort those chunks to get some gold. That is my goal for the next 40 minutes then. I sorted some tin. Tin production is... I don't know where the belt is. Here, it's this thing. It's hard to find. It's hard to see, but yeah. I would have preferred to be able to upgrade more of this belt. We actually seem to have a shortage of crushed bobmonium. Well, in theory, these guys are consuming 2 every 1 second with a crafting speed of 0.75. And you're consuming 4 every second. So that's 4 plus another 8. The crafting speed of 1 times 0.75, that's 9 per second. 1 yellow belt should be enough to support all this. No, that's not true, because the 9 is 9 per second. No, it needs to be red to support these machines. Damn it! No iron! The momentum in this game is crazy. How do you mean, William? Trains, I hope, are driving on the left, because that's the only way that makes sense. Right? Haha, not really. 1 whole belt. Nice. Well, I'll take the underground belt. And I'm okay on splitters. Guess I'll take some of this old belt. Better than having nothing. We actually can make chests, so I'm going to create an active provider and put these robots in them. Eventually they should end up in storage. I don't want to carry this around. I like how we're storing everything in boxes except for the one thing that I need, which is iron. Yeah, what exactly? What did happen to iron, I wonder? I'm guessing it's either a shortage of Javolite or Sapphirite at the north thing. This thing up here, this setup right here was what was driving almost all iron. This was 4 belts, nearly 4 full belts of iron. So if that thing is not running, then we're just completely out of iron. It's like almost where the entire factory's iron supply is coming from right now. Okay, what was I trying to finish? I was trying to do tin. I needed gold. I need gold. Okay, I'm gonna go work on getting some gold. Unless someone can say in chat, like right now, that they've already done it and we already have gold. I'm gonna go find some rubite ore, and I'm going to find some purified water. We have more than a warehouse full of sapphirite? Okay, then maybe it's the shortage of Javolite. This is the rubite. So we got crushed rubite here, which is all being used for this simple process right now. We do kind of need these side products. If I make the chunks, if I take it up to hydro refining, we're going to lose the lead and the nickel, but then we get it right back, as long as we send the chunks down the bus. We just get extra stuff as well, which we could sort off the slag line, or potentially just go even farther away on a 4th belt. I think we go that route. I'm going to upgrade this thing then to a higher level of processing. Okay, let's figure the math out. To drive rubite chunk sorting, I need 6 rubite chunks every 1.5 seconds with a crafting speed of 0.75. Right now I have 5 machines. So I need 15 rubite chunks per second. Rubite chunks are created in this guy, a flotation cell. If we throw our flotation cell down and we do rubite hydro refining, we're going to produce 2 crushed rubite every 2 seconds with a crafting speed of 0.75. It's only 0.75, so I need 20 of these to drive these 5 machines. That's a lot. I say we just go for not that much. That's a lot. That's a lot. I'm gonna go with 4 to just drive 1 for now. There's no way that I can fit more than that for now. Alright, I can fit 4 machines up here, though. We'll probably just need to clarify the flotation wastewater for now, even though that's really not ideal. It's going to produce 5 flotation wastewater. I don't know how many clarifiers I'm going to need. And I also need to find a source for some of this purified water, which is not likely to be anywhere near here. We got no belted water that I can see. That is flotation wastewater. There's some purified water up there. I like how there's so many players in the game, and yet we can't even really do much together because there's just so many tasks to work on, right? Alright, the flotation wastewater is looking completely full, so rather than tie into that, I'm going to steal some of the purified water from here. But I am going to get rid of this flotation wastewater with purifiers, or whatever they're called. Feels like a waste, but I'd rather just guarantee that this setup will function, because my goal tonight, I really just want to get some darn modules going. I feel like the sooner you get modules going in a Bob's Months campaign, the better off you are. Okay, clarifiers have stuff. We need to export and import goods. That would be our input. This will be our output. Inputs are going to be there, 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 and there. Outputs are here. We'll double your length. And all I've got to do is get that crushed rubite up here. Alright, so for now, I'm going to cut this line. It's going to shut down this machine for a moment. Grab our crushed rubite and take it one extra step in refining. Okay, that should work. It's going to give us chunks, though. And so before we can feed that in, we've got to deal with these other chunks, right? So we're going to get some other crystal-y type stuff. We can use filter inserters to pull them off, put them into a warehouse for now. It's probably going to be sufficient. We got red and these two need to go into a just regular warehouse. Hopefully I can fit it here. I think a warehouse is pretty darn big, though, isn't it? No, it's not going to fit here, is it? Should be able to filter out the chunks. Okay, and then these we send right back down there. This machine here. I don't feel like I've really done a very good job of like getting good production for this guy, but you know what? It's just gonna have to do for now. So I need gold. That is what is important. Yeah. Chunks are coming. Now we can upgrade you to the chunks sorting instead. And all we need to do now is grab another filter inserter. We'll copy this entity settings for now. Remove the filter. Change you to gold ore. And the other product, which was, I don't know, something that looks somewhat similar. Aluminum. Alright, they're both useful. And we'll dump those both out here. And then we want to split this line. You know what? Let's just split it with another inserter right here. We can totally reach. A 5-belt layout. Nice. I mean, eventually we want to upgrade this thing, but for now, I just took it apart so that it isn't unclear that it can only... This thing cannot, like, it's going to bleed through. The only reason there's any backup on this belt at all is because there's, because they were functioning ahead of time. But we got some gold ore. And now, what do we do with the gold ore, you ask? Well, there's There's a whole nother process involved for that. We need to now make gold plate, which takes the gold ore, mix it with some chlorine, and we'll have our gold plate, and then we can get to work on our module contacts. We're just going to store the aluminum in here for now. And honestly, I'm also just going to store the gold, because I don't want to deal with trying to ferry it around at the moment. Alright, so we got gold, we got this thing. This thing should run relatively indefinitely. For now, I've got 40 whole gold ore. Woo! Exciting, huh? How many players do we have? Sitting right at 30. 40 FPS, not bad. But honestly, could be better. I think we got to do a whole lot of upgrading to blue belts and getting some speed modules. That's the goal right now, is getting speed modules and everything so we can get by with fewer machines. Make a productive factory. Is this like a status bar? Is that what that is? Seems like it. Okay, these machines aren't running, which is okay. So, we need to make the next other components involved with this. With modules. We need to make some module contacts, which is going to take the gold plate. The module logic board is not necessary yet. To make you, we just need the module main board, which again is the exact same thing as these other two bits here. The basic module board and the vanilla board? No, the circuit board. Oh no, it's our first disconnect we've had in a while. It'd be great if we could open up some more space here. Question is, where do we have chlorine? Should be some chlorine somewhere around here. This is making chlorine. There's excess chlorine available. I'll tell you what, let's just, at the very least, I want to make at least one gosh darn speed module this stream. That is my goal right this moment. I don't care how it has to be done, I will find a way. Did I use the wrong machine? Yeah, it's done in a metal mixing... No, it's done in a chemical furnace. I can make electrical chemical furnaces. Oh, that reminds me. Anyone who's trying to make electric furnaces, first off, consider whether or not we have enough power for that, but also consider that if you're going to make them, make chemical furnaces. Do not make regular vanilla furnaces. Regular vanilla furnaces do not upgrade. Electric chemical furnaces will later on upgrade into multi-purpose furnaces, which is really, really good and useful. I'm gonna go ahead and make my first electric chemical furnace, and apparently I need more steel. Naturally, there's always something. Always something. Oh my gosh, those long reach inserters, they look funny. Oh hey, we're getting a little bit more FPS there for a second. Also, hey, another thing, guys, if you're still hearing me, those of you who are in game, if you see a whole bunch of like old electric poles, feel free to take the time to upgrade those to the bigger electric poles. Again, fewer entities equals better performance. Try to keep the number of entities needed low. All right, so I was gonna make gold plate right now, using these electric chemical furnaces. I will get some. You can even make module contacts by hand. I'll take it. Module main boards, however, cannot be done that way. Okay, while that thing's working, I'll tell you what, let's have just one machine do it. That way I can let it work for a little while and... Gotta find a way to fit this crap. You know what I could do? Oh hey, more tool belt, that's nice. I do think we should try to upgrade to blue belt, because blue belt can go even farther underground. Which would be really convenient right now. Right, if I want it to go that way, that's not going to work, is it? However, it does give me some space to work with right here. Uh-oh, somebody cut something important. So that's those guys heading off. Except we can't reach that far. I'm okay with doing this. Ideally, you don't do that, but it's not really that big of a deal right now. Okay, you're not actually going to make that. You are actually going to make me some module main boards. This is all set up properly. Connect you guys over. Got our tin, we got our copper. Got our phenolic boards, just gotta get those in there somehow. And somehow we shall. Spaghetti ho. Last thing then is the ferric chloride solution, which I need access points here, so that's going to be underground. Let's see, if I go underground to there, doesn't quite fit, but we're so close. That won't work either. It actually needs to go all the way under. Here. Which means that 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You could reach 1. Oh, this is so squirrely. But I can make it work. No, that's not right. Stop that, machine. How did I manage to do the exact same thing twice in a row? Yay! Crazy inserter man guy thing. Okay, so there's one. I'm mostly certain that's gonna work. I don't know though. Sure hope so. Module main boards, yay! Okay. Ugh. I even feel sick to my stomach just looking at it, but I don't care. Because all that matters is we're gonna get some speed modules today. Need module cases now. Damn it. Need the aluminum plate. Gosh darn it. Urgh. Give me some of this crap. Oh, that's not what I needed. I needed the gold plate. Okay, aluminum. Aluminum is carbon plus alumina. Alumina to come from the aluminum ore mixed with sodium hydroxide. So let's go pick up the two components, which are apparently really necessary to make modules. Oh, the game feels so slow when you're this zoomed out. Where did I do all this? I remember it was at the top of this column here. Got way up here. There's my stuff. Yay! Little bits of ore. Cool. So we got a little bit to work with. Let's get rid of some of this tin. Love how organic this factory is. We've got these two condensing into one. This regular transport belt. Did we do the math on this? Is this supposed to be sped up to red belt? That's possible. Alright. Get that guy working. That right there is the sodium hydroxide. To make the aluminum plate, we need alumina. Let's make the alumina first. Again, it's going to be another one of these chemical furnaces, of which I have electric one. You're going to make me my alumina. This is a very temporary setup. I as a monkey, no, I don't think we really need to let more people in. I mean, hopefully between now and Thursday, or now and next week, we'll just end up with more updates to Factorio. I'm gonna have you request 200 of this. We're gonna have you request 200 of the aluminum ore as well. And we're gonna have you request the sodium hydroxide. You guys can just craft away. And then in here I can throw in my aluminum, my gold, and let's just grab a little bit of the sodium hydroxide. I think, guys, if someone wanted to, we could actually have robots, like logistics robots, up in the air right now, pretty easily. I mean, we have blue science. There's no reason to not have it. So there's our alumina. Next, then, is to take the alumina and make it into aluminum plate with some carbon and an electrolyzer. Ugh. Sodium hydroxide is apparently not a liquid in Factorio, though. It's a powder. It looks like. It's bubblies, it's fizzies. Okay, we needed the aluminum plate so that we could make module cases. They can be made in your pocket, we just need more of them. Can I make some more fancy pants electrolyzers yet? Not without glass. Okay, I will let this run for a moment while I go and obtain some glass. We can also start upgrading pretty heavily to the level 3 assembly machines now that we have what's equivalent to a red circuit. Red circuits are being made in the factory. That was what we did like right at the beginning of the stream. The electronic circuit boards. They are functionally equivalent in bobs, roughly, to a red circuit. So there is that. Let's get some electrolyzers, some of those. I have 10 of these. I want to make sure that I've always got a few of these chests. We have metric tons of glass. Yes, I'm aware. I had to go pick some up. I wasn't making more. I was just picking it up. And I'm trying to get down to here. I have enough. Oh my god, I have enough to make 2 whole module cases. Wow. That's so many. So good. We already have crafting speed upgrade 10, and it doesn't feel like we craft fast at all. Not at all. Look at that! I can make some speed modules. Sweet. Energy consumption plus 10% with speed plus 20. Awesome! I love it. I want some. Of course, I'm making lots of these right now, which is probably unnecessary. Let's just go straight for the modules. Okay, we need more aluminum plates. I do want to automate this. Now, before anyone is concerned or starts asking, no, God modules are not enabled in this mod pack. They were disabled a while back with Bob's mods, and I think that was a good call. Like, you can turn them on, but it is not, it's not something that's turned on by default. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, we need module main boards to get connected in with this as well. So I'm going to bring the module main boards over. And those should mix in with the 5th. These are pollution cleaning circuit boards. For the sake of completion, we should probably do the other one as well. Not to mention, there's 6 components. Might not be a bad idea just to have 3 belts running by each of these things. I sure hope a train doesn't run me over here. How horrible would that be, right? That brings online the final belt. Built more of these guys. Here they are. And this is going to make us the pollution producing circuit boards, which, you know, we might need for some silly reason. William, you're a madman. Your ability to drive is suspect. I saw that. I was really scared at first. I don't know, like, where you learned how to drive, sir. I don't have any red belts, so I'm just gonna use yellow belt for now. That'll be our final feed. We have all 6. Beautiful. Looks very nice. And I can still make more of these things if I just get some more of that aluminum plate. So let's go throw these very first modules into the thing that makes aluminum plate while we wait for aluminum plate. We're lacking alumina. Stack consider capacity bonus is great, but you know what's better? Is speed module 3s. Go. Whoa! Apparently me changing that just caused a lot of desyncs. This was a bad idea. I just desynced, like, everyone, I think, by changing to speed module 3. I don't know why it caused it to desync, but that seems to be what happened. I'm sorry. It was not my intention. I'm gonna manually pick up some of these module main boards. Now they're being used for research. We do need that, but I'm sorry. I didn't realize. It seems like auto research may have been it. I mean, auto research was tied to it. I can't imagine what else it was. It could have been auto research, it could have been the other thing. My bad. Yeah, I mean, it was absolutely, most definitely tied to me clicking that button right there. So... someone put entirely too much sodium hydroxide in here. Alright, so we can make speed module 3s. These require me to actually have transistors on hand. I can't make those by myself. And speed logic boards, which we do not have integrated electronics yet. So we can't go up to speed 3s, but we can do speed 2s pretty easily right now. And I think we should start sticking them in as many damn machines as we can. Possibly even start setting up a thing that's going to make modules for us, like an upgrade path. You know, just a whole bunch of machines all right next to each other. Making each module type. Uh-oh. Game's not happy. I have a feeling this is all tying back to that desync. It's probably because I think the mods just opened the game back up to some more players to try to get us back up to about 30. But, it's gonna take a moment, I guess, to get there. I clear out some of this forest so that I can actually create a module production area. Someone needs to get started on them robots. Where'd them robots at? Need more speed. Need more space, excuse me. I guess I'm gonna start down here and see if I can make it happen with some of these things. Okay, I mean, if anyone wants to try to do like some aluminum and gold production and processing, then we can really knock out a lot of modules. I'm probably one of the only people who's actually making modules right now, unless someone else just decided on their own to go make some. Just fine. I have so much random miscellaneous junk right now. Okay, yeah, I mean, I've got some more speed 2s. And speed 2s are just better. Like, 20% more energy for 40% more speed. I mean, you want that in every single machine ever. I'm gonna start with, hey, what do you know? We're actually backed up on these boards. That doesn't make sense. How'd that happen? We got backed up on these boards, but this was not enough boards to support it earlier. And my inventory is already full. Darn it. Okay, I'm gonna do the thing where I just like crap a chest out. Just, here's some wood, here's some miscellaneous junk and plastic and things, here's some resin, have some calcium chloride. Oh yeah, enjoy these old electrical poles, some stereotype ore. Random chunks of stuff and things. Don't want all that coal. Eventually the robots will get hooked up and they'll take care of it. Right? That's the plan anyway. Oh wow, it can actually fit 4 even though it only visually shows 2. This mod and Bottleneck do not get along very well. Look at how tiny this little thing is. It's trying to show Bottleneck and that at the same time. So this guy's got 160% normal crafting speed. So crafting speed of 5.85. That is very nice. Oh, I actually apparently needed the, is it the plastic that I needed? No, I just think I need more of these. Yeah, nice. Okay. I'll grab as many of these as I can. And looks like we do need the plastic. I was making the module cases by hand, I remember that. Looks like I did need that plastic, didn't I? Nice. Get as many of those going as we can. Okay, now we have a couple machines down here. So I want a horizontal setup. We're gonna go speed 1s right here. Cannot be made in this machine. Gotta be full-size machines, apparently. Okay, fine then. Speed 1s are gonna go here. Even though we could make it tighter, I'm gonna go 3 tiles in between each one. You're gonna be that, you're gonna be that. We know for sure that, I think we could probably afford to go like this. You're gonna go productivities then. You can be efficiency. And we'll stop it at that point for now. So, I need to run 4 components. Tons of module contacts. That's gonna be the limiting factor on this feed right here. So we really do need to run like 3 belts. That's 7 inputs. If I run the module contacts on a red belt, and the other 2 on 2 yellow belts that are a little bit further away, that would work. So you're gonna need access to all 3 lines. So we'll go you that far. You can be extended to there. You can get extended even farther. And we will copy paste these inserters. Power. I'm gonna have to move you down one, aren't I? I didn't get rid of my robots, so why aren't my robots placing these things down? Oh, I don't have any long-headed inserters, or fast inserters, that's why. Modules. Green and green. Oh, someone actually is going for some stuff that I'm working on right now. Cool. Okay, so we want to run module contacts nearest. I don't think we actually have any production for module contacts yet. That is what I've been making by hand. Gold plate plus copper plate. 1 to 1. We go... If we actually did a yellow belt of copper and a yellow belt of gold, we would need 5 yellow belt for the module contacts to hold it all. If I go a mixed line of copper and gold, then it would just need 2.5. We could just kind of roughly average it out to a red belt, and that'd be 80% carrying capacity, what it could do. I don't think... Yeah, those can't be made in that. Wait, did it say that they could be made in a better one? No. Has to be a regular assembly machine. Alright, so for now... I'm trying to make too many of these things by hand. It's taking forever. Even with like crafting speed 7,000 or whatever it is. You will make me the module contacts. And I need more steel so that I can make more of this junk. Game's running a whole lot better right now. It's probably because we have like no players, isn't it? 23. Well, apparently the 23 that we have are actually pretty solid connections. Right, I'm gonna come back over there. Yeah, we seem to have some serious power connection issues. We've got 20 megawatts of power. Or did I just say 20? I meant to say 20 machines, making a grand total of like 10 megawatts right now. The factory's at a complete standstill. Nice work. Where's power anyway? Alright. So to actually load up a red belt would be 40... 83rds. That's 26.66 some items per second. Each one of these machines is going to make 5 every 5 seconds. With a crafting speed of 1.25. I have 2 machines right now. It's only 2.5 items per second. That's barely any at all. However, these machines can hold 4 module slots, so I can multiply your speed by 160%, so times 2.6. Divided by... So I could almost do it if I went with 4 machines with full speed modules in them, and since I'm making speed modules, we can probably assume I'll have speed modules, right? And again, this needs to get upgraded to red belt as soon as I get some iron. For now... I don't even have red underground belt, do I? Darn it. Alright, this needs to be copper plus gold plates. Of which I have some. Okay, so that will make us these module contacts once I speed this belt up. I only really care about getting down to here right now. It's not going to be able to fill that belt up yet until I actually start throwing speed modules in there, but we do have some. I've got 9 speed 2s right now. Need to run some module main boards, module cases, and the speed circuits down this way. And this is where we're going to go 2 on one belt. And just 1/2 of another belt. So module main boards, module cases, speed circuit boards. Speed circuit boards are made here. We are lacking solder. What has happened to the solder production? There's none. There's none solder. Why? Tracing this thing all the way back to its source is so complicated. This is such a weird looking bus with all these underground belt. Okay, solder comes from here. It's because we lack solder plates. Solder plate is because someone unpowered it. Nice. And because there's no lead. There's no lead, I think, because I think I'm directly responsible for this. I think that by reducing the processing on this, because I didn't really set it up enough, we need better flotation cells. Or heck, we could use some speed modules. I mean, that would help. But better flotation cells would be a good way to go. Flotation cell Mark IIs. Those are liquefiers. Filtration units. Crystallizers, hydroplants. What happened to my what? They're called flotation cells, yes. Flotation cells. They're in resource refining. That's weird. Am I blind? They do exist, but something has happened where they're not being shown. I don't know why. Let's definitely upgrade these. Oh god, it's right there. I'm blind as a bat. It also gives us an extra module slot. So this guy's gonna produce pretty quick-ish. Hopefully we can get some more bits and bobs. Get these things running. That is part of the drawback. We didn't actually lose any lead production. It's just that overall there's just not enough. Hold on. How did this happen? There's 2 guys here who can't output their lead. How did that happen? I have to assume it was my fault. No, I didn't build this because I took these apart. Somebody messed it up. And they didn't give them an actual output location. Granted, there probably wasn't enough coming in anyway. But that'll get some lead going. Let's bring this stuff down to our smelting area. Stream's gonna go a little bit long today, not too crazy. Maybe another 15 minutes or so, and then we're gonna have to wrap it up. Okay, that'll get lead going. That'll get some solder plate coming down. Solder plate will be coming down, which will come down into here and make solder, of which I have lots. Let's just go ahead and throw some of this into the output of these so that they will fill up that belt for me. Apparently Apparently someone has decided it's necessary to stockpile solder. I think we should return it to wherever it came from. Okay, that cleans that up a little bit. Once we get our solder in, these things will start being crafted again, which gets us all the way back down to here. And I needed you to merge in with one line. Watch out for that crazy car man, William. Okay, I need module cases, module main boards. Module main boards we brought over. That's most of the components. Next, we just need module cases, which we were making by hand, which is plastic, and the alumina. Plastic was not nearby, if I recall. No, it's right here. So we have plastic. And then if I could just get this other crap out of here. It's such a huge amount of work. Apothecarian, thank you for your subscription. Okay, I need some of the... We are out of chlorine. I've used all the chlorine and there's no output for this hydrogen. Crap. We need a Bob's gas venting pump. And if we can, a regular pump would be great as well. But I need other crap for that. I suppose what I'll do then is I'm just going to hope that this thing still functions properly if I put the gas venting pump after this point here. It may or may not. Adrax, thank you for your subscription. This guy should hork in his hydrogen before this guy gets access to it. We'll see. Looks like we still have some power issues, guys. We're only at 152 megawatts right now. Alright, that gets you running again. If I take this stuff... we make these. Module cases. Can they be made in a... this guy? No. Okay. Module cases. It takes 2 and 5. Kind of a weird ratio. Let's use 2 belts then. Only needs to be on one side of this belt, so there's no point in making it bigger. And I can route some plastic from here. Plastic is... Let's take half a belt. Just take the whole thing. It doesn't make any difference. And then you are the aluminum plate, which, I suppose for now... I'm gonna throw all the aluminum plate that I have on me, which is not much, into this chest here. These robots are not working. Oh, they have nowhere to charge. No, that doesn't make sense. They should be able to charge on me. And they completely run out of power. I don't know. Something was happening with Steedra and I earlier as well. Where the robots were just completely non-functional. They would just suddenly stop working. Okay, that makes us our module contacts. You're going to produce one case every 10 seconds. You currently have a crafting speed of 1.25. With 2 machines, that's only 0.25 per second. That is really slow. But that should be enough to finally get this guy making speed modules on his own. Speed module 1s. We'll do a logistic network condition, even though there is no logistic network yet that I'm aware of. If there are less than, say, some small number now to begin with, 50, then you are allowed to add them to logistic network. Cool. You need speed circuits, module contacts, and solder. So we don't need the module main boards, we don't need the other part, but we do need this line. I would like to at least try to automate this part. Solder, man, god damn it. I swear, everywhere we go, we need more of that crap. There's like none to be had. That is the next big project, is figuring out how or where we can get enough solder. But hey, at least these things are automated, right? You have... Ah, right, because you're not connected to the circuit network, you're not gonna function. Well then, I guess we just use regular inserter for now. Let's throw some speed 2s in here, get you pumping them out. And I am going to need to do this different, aren't I? Because this thing is not right up until here. So I suppose what we should actually do is run the blues... No, the green ones with the module contacts. The module cases. Because that way it can be used on every line. And we keep this one separate instead. So I could run the basic speed circuits horizontally then, up until we don't need them anymore, which is only the first 2. So in actuality then, we could actually come in like with an underground belt. This is good, I like this. We could actually go like this. Reverse it, and then have you both share this access point. Instead of even running these guys this way at all. Trying to do a belt-based setup. I don't really know why, though. Okay, so that gives you the things that you need. And then this is where we can start doing like a feed that's going to give all these guys the things that they want. If we actually had some freaking solder! So you get that, you get that. These aren't necessary anymore. That feeds this machine those, that feeds this machine the same. And now it's just the module contacts, which I guess we could actually run that. Are you all going to require module contacts? No, it's just the first two. Interesting. Would be better to run that right down the center then as well. Okay, I have an idea. I can make this work. We run the module contacts this way. Underground belt goes all the way down to here. This is where these are going to go. Filter that down to there. This thing then instead comes this way and down. Means you're not necessary, and you can be shunted over by one. And then the way this would work is if we keep on going deeper. I mean, just say for argument's sake, we want to make some pollution cleaning modules. Then you go again underground to here. We bring these other ones through to there. That's your storage point. Gives you what you need. The only thing you need is module cases, and the only thing that's holding that up is the aluminum, I think. It is not solder, it is solder. There is an L in it. I am not going to get into this argument again. So the main thing here is really I gotta just like upgrade some of this production. If they wanted it to be pronounced solder, they should have spelled it S-A-W-D-E-R. Just like you just spelled it to make me think that it's spelled that way, but it's not. It's solder. Because there's a freaking L in it. Yay, resub. Thank you, Seth. Appreciate it. Alright, let's get some regular speed modules here. I'm gonna give you everything I can and just have you guys work on it. Got tons of gold plate. I'm gonna set up the requesters even though they don't likely have the ability to get anything to them yet. And then I'll dump what I can into them. This guy was supposed to be requesting the aluminum plate. Oh, nice. Extra crafting speed, not too much extra power usage. Yes, you should drink. That is basically the exact purpose of this game. It's the Arumba drinking game. Since we are trying to upgrade these now, we need a roboport. Somebody needs to make a darn roboport. Next up then is to run the speed logic boards, which are more betterer We could actually come in from here and then go under and do the same thing, because I'm assuming that the next level machine... to make the next one... yeah, still more speed logic boards. Ah, damn it, reintroduction of the module contacts. Crap. I'll just have to run that down the feed as well. Yeah, that gets you guys what you need. Just need to run the effectivity, the other thing, and that thing. So for now, this is the only thing that's going to consume anything, but we're making good speed modules, so if you guys want, feel free to come down, like, put speed modules in machines that make sense. You know, it's a good idea. Use as many speed modules as you can. The actual cost to use speed 2s is not significantly higher than speed, like, speed 2s are not that much more expensive than a speed 1. You might as well just use speed 2s. They cost the exact same amount of aluminum and only 1 extra gold plate, so they're also exactly twice as good. Production for robots is set up. Excellent, good work. Alright, next thing we gotta do is get that robot grid working then, so we can get some of these requester chests doing their job. Instead of me moving stuff around manually. Like a silly guy. Out of the gold ore again. Okay, we are doing fine on chlorine. But since we're venting the hydrogen, eventually we're not going to have any hydrogen chloride. It was a bit problematic to have this gas venting pump here without a something else to make it better. Better and smarter. So really, what I want to work on then, if I'm not going to be doing other stuff, what is going on here with this, like, thing here? This seems very, very temporary. It was made by Eye of the Jew, who I did see recently. There's got to be a reason why he was doing it. I'm going to leave it there for him then. I don't think that I actually ended up getting any... aluminum plate. It's enough carbon for that one. Not enough carbon for that one, though. Okay. Uh-oh. Actual things are dying. Somewhere on the map. Down by... the Rubite Mine 1 and the Sapphirite Mine 1. Okay, we are lacking in speed module 1s, which are being held up by module cases, which is because this is not automated. Because they lack the aluminum plate. Because there's no robots to move it around. Everyone just saved the map. Alright, cool. So that's gonna work. Can I make even better ones yet? Not until we get brass. We do have aluminum. We could almost go up to assembly machine 4s, but we need to get some brass going. Brass is not too hard. But I don't happen to have any on me right now. I do feel that this needs to be increased. I think we need more of these being made. Granted, we don't actually have the resources to make this thing work, but... boy, if we did, it would be spectacular, wouldn't it? Okay, more of those things is good. Oh, yeah, I should probably do this, shouldn't I? Derp. Might explain why it's not upgrading any for me. Is no one going to deal with it? I know I'm not. That's a Stejo job right there. I can tell you that much. Stejo! Where's Stejo? Somebody go get Stejo and make him work on it. Alright, looks like I gotta run up there and go grab more of the aluminum. Waiting on that robot network, by the way, guys. Whoever wants to start throwing out some roboports, it'd be spectacular. We have all these warehouses that are completely empty. What are they supposed to hold anyway? Oh, nice. 1,000 of each. I love it. While I'm up here, I might as well throw some speed modules in. It is 10:30. I should wrap my stream up here in just a moment, looks like. Okay, tin. This is where we were getting our gold and lead and stuff. To make this better, we would need more speed modules. This belt is backed up. These machines could go faster. They appear to be running non-stop. We are already using flotation cell Mark IIs across the board. Let's speed these guys up. That's going to give us a lot of extra production. One of the things that I did in my solo Angels campaign is I actually didn't use modules for a freaking forever. And I should have, because my god, do they make things so much better. Looks like we actually need to unload to both sides now. That's a good sign. Hopefully these guys can still keep up. Looks like they won't have any major issues with it. Since I just made it on both sides of the belt, there's no reason for this. Some iron would be splendid. Oh look, there's iron on that belt. Cool. Speed in the crystallizers. I'm not familiar with where the crystallizers are. Anyone is more than welcome to go grab the speed modules. The chest is set up. Go make and proliferate. Go. It's 3:30 a.m. for Stejo. That's totally a good time for him to come and fix things. Kill the biters for me. Why wouldn't it be? Yeah, we still have a huge lead shortage right now. That should really get solved, shouldn't it? Okay, Leetnor. 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 Sir, you need to give up. Here's Leetnor. You need to just give up, man. I'm sorry. I'm telling you, there's just something wrong with Factorio code right now in general. Like, if you get desynced, the chances of you reconnecting are just very, very slim. And it's not your fault. It just doesn't work right now. Oh my god, there's red belt. Oh my god, red belt. It's mine. Yoink. I just found so much red belt. Yes, mate and proliferate. That's totally, yeah, yep. Everyone go proliferate with each other. Enjoy. See, I think it's actually, even with just regular speed modules, someone quickly, if you're interested, do the math. I'd be willing to bet that even basic electronic furnaces with speed modules would be more energy efficient than using steel furnaces. Because you get more speed out of them, and the energy cost doesn't go up by as much as you gain in speed. That just seems like a good deal. Uh-oh. These guys are not keeping up. Usually the issue is you just need more of them, or maybe we should make the arms shorter. Yeah. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run you. Leitnor. Leitnor came back. I'll just run a whole freaking crap ton of these things just to guarantee it. We'll have you reach one there and then go down. So that they don't have to reach very far. Except for you, who are apparently not able to work from there. You gotta drop off there. Five with shorter reach, faster arm, should be good. Okay, speed up this belt. I'm gonna speed these machines up now. I will give us a little bit more lead. And hopefully a whole lot more gold in this other thing. I gotta run this stuff down. Okay, alright, this is the official, 3-minute notice. I'm going to end up the stream in a second. So if you're working on anything, try to finish it up. You got 3 minutes. My wife's gonna be upset, but she's already upset, so who cares, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Jeez. This apparently was a coal mine, and now it's empty. No, with the desyncs! CJ Mater. Naturally, I say 3 more minutes, and we're gonna end up dealing with this for the next 3 minutes, where we just can't even play, because this game is constantly doing some serious bullshit. Just kick him, game! Come on! I think the Factorio devs are being way too nice. They're like, oh, somebody's desynced. We should totally give them 4,000 chances to reconnect. That'd be a good idea. No! No, it really wouldn't. They should not be allowed to reconnect at all. That was horrible. I do not approve of that. These can't be important, right? No, they're not. Good. Starting to look a little bit cleaner. That's nice. Okay, I was coming down here for being a robot. That should get upgraded to a requester. God damn it! Swear, dude. Three-minute warning. Seriously, for reals? No, really, for real, I swear. So the next time we play, it's going to be all about that. Putting stuff everywhere. Moduling all the things. Hopefully everyone will do it. Because it's the cool thing to do. The only thing that's stopping us from making tons of speed modules is we need to get aluminum plate automated. So write that down. And that's going to be the thing that we work on. Takes 5 aluminum plate. 5 aluminum plate per module case. So every single module costs a ton of aluminum. But aluminum is crafted at 2 each. You take, but it's 2 alumina to make 2 alumina plates, so it's still 1 to 1. Another thing that can help out with module production is if we could just get some robot networks going. That would cause them to be quite a bit more functional. Because they'll start bringing that stuff over for us automatically. But we are getting some speed module 2s. Okay, guys, I gotta wrap it up here. I'm gonna take a save. Thanks for coming. We ended up with anywhere between 30 and 35 players. It was pretty good. Right now we're only at 19. I think we had some disconnects there toward the end. Plus we had the game passworded up, so... Okay, thanks for coming. I'm gonna wrap it up here. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll see you soon.